Let me paint a picture for you because this happened to me recently and I swear I'm still recovering. I was walking through the airport security feeling like that traveler, the one that had that breeze in her step and carry on rolling like a loyal little soldier. I arrived early. I was hydrated. I actually slept well the night before. Basically a once in a lifetime miracle. But then out of nowhere, a TSA agent pulls me aside and gives my bag that slow, deadly side eye. He wheels it over to the sizer. You know that metal torture device that they pretend is a measurement tool? My bag had been loyal to me for years. It had earned its place. It had memories. It had been with me through hurricanes, missed flight connections, and that one time I almost had to sleep on the airport floor and use my bag as a pillow. But when that TSA agent shoved it into that frame and it didn't fit, I swear I heard my bag scream out my name. And that's when I realized something that nobody tells you. 2026 is coming with carry-on rules that are going to catch millions of people off guard. Not little rules like don't bring bottled water. No, I'm talking about a full reset of how we pack, what we carry, what counts as compliant, and what TSA and the airlines can now charge a fee for. Now let's get into what's shifting, because your 2026 airport experience is going to feel a whole lot different than it did last year. Now for the carry-on size shocker. You know how every airline has their own standard size and you're basically rolling the dice every time that you fly. Well, apparently in 2026, they decided, let's end that chaos. One global standard size for every airline, 22 by 14 by 9 inches. Sounds reasonable until you realize this time that you're counting everything. They are counting everything. The wheels, the handles, the puffy pockets, even that tiny zipper you pretend isn't sticking out. I went home after that incident. I grabbed a tape measure. And when I tell you I measured that bag 3 times in disbelief, I had been over 1 inch, just by 1 inch, one tiny inch for years, and nothing happened. But here's what's going to make 2026 different. Airlines are rolling out digital bag scanners. These things do not negotiate. They do not blink. They don't care that your bag always fit before. They'll light that thing up red on a giant screen like it's a national security threat, and as if they're trying to embarrass you. So you have to be ready. And if you're not ready, you are done. Now for that weight crackdown. That will be more of an embarrassment if you are not prepared. You know how you pack your carry-on at home and you think, oh, this isn't that bad. And then you throw in your laptop, your chargers, your sneakers, your toiletries, backup snacks, emergency snacks, emotional snacks, emotional support snacks. Suddenly that bag weighs the same as a toddler. Yes, airlines used to pretend they cared about carry-on weight, but now they really do care. And they are checking every single one of them publicly too, so everybody can see. They have those new self-check kayaks with built-in scales, gauge weighing, random spot checks. Your bag can be flagged before you even print your boarding pass. If your bag is over 17 to 22 pounds, prepare for barking orders, surprise fees, and repacking your life on that airport floor while strangers pretend not to stare at you. I've watched grown men sweating over removing one shoe to reduce the weight. Don't be that passenger in 2026. Now for the personal item crackdown. No more sneaking things in your personal item bag. And expect to still get away with it. I saw someone try to pass a full hiking backpack as a personal item. In 2026, that's not happening. Your personal item must fit fully under the seat, every corner, every strap, every dream inside of it. And if it doesn't, they are going to check it. They don't care if it only sticks out a tiny bit either. I learned to switch a soft-sided bags, and honestly, that saved me. Those hard shell on the seat bags, that's a gamble I'm not willing to take. No, not anymore. Let's talk about the liquids twist now. That is going to confuse almost everyone. But here's the good news. Some airports are finally ditching the old 311 rule, liquid rule that is. You can bring full-size liquids thanks to new CT scanners at specific airports. But here's the bad news though. It depends entirely on which airport you fly from or fly out of. Fly out of a major hub, you are probably fine. Connect through a smaller airport, they might still be living in 2007. Which means your favorite lotion, perfume, expensive perfume, or hair care might get snatched up in the middle of your trip. My new rule, I pack like the airport doesn't have the fancy CT scanners. It's not worth the heartbreak. It really isn't. Now for the electronic situation. Yeah, we're going there. This is getting very real. This part scares me because I've lived it. If your device cannot power on when the TSA agent asks you to turn it on, you're not taking it with you. Dead tablet? Suspicious. Dead laptop? Bigger problem. Dead power bank? They may confiscate it, believe it or not. And don't get me started on watt hours. That's WATT hours. People don't even know the watt hours on their power bank. But in 2026, they will ask you for that information. If it's over 160 watt hours, it's banned from the plane entirely. I've even seen people lose $200 gadgets because they didn't check the fine print. So charge your devices the night before and know the specs. Now let's move on to smart luggage. Yeah, that's a surprise. It is a surprise. Smart suitcases are trending. Well, here's the bombshell. If the battery isn't removable, the bag isn't coming on the plane. Not even if it's empty. I once watched a woman nearly cry when she learned her fancy $300 smart bag wasn't compliant. She ended up shoving everything into a plastic airport shopping bag. You don't even want that to happen to you because it's embarrassing. 2026 is not the year to gamble on. Maybe it's removable, but you need to be sure. And yes, there is a thing called the overhead bin battle, which we are about to tackle. This is going to change the way you pack. Overhead bin space is now a premium commodity. Basic economy, last aboard. No overhead space and your bag? Gate checked, whether you like it or not. I learned to keep all my essentials, medications, documents, valuables, laptop in my personal item bag. Because once that carry-on disappears down the jet bridge, it's gone until you land. Now, before I go on, let me give you something that will save you all this headache, save you money and hours of research. I created the ultimate carry-on travel bundle with everything you need to survive this new era of travel. In the bundle, you will get 3 ebooks, 2 exclusive video guides, a printable packing list, and a bonus ebook on the top 5 travel scenarios and how to solve them, all for only $19.99. If you want to avoid 2026 travel drama, this bundle is going to protect you like armor. The link will be below in the description of this video. Now let's continue with the truth about 2026 travel that you should know. And then we're going to wrap up. These changes are not like little tweets. They are a complete overhaul, a reset, a whole new era of airport life. You're either prepared or you're going to pay for it. With money, time, or embarrassment on the line, you need to be prepared. I've lived the humiliation of having a bag pulled, measured, weighed, flagged, and questioned all before my first cup of airport coffee. 2026 is going to catch so many people by surprise. But not you. Well, not anymore. because you know what's going on now. If this video helped you in any way, be sure to grab the Ultimate Carry-On Travel Bundle. It's truly your cheat code for the new travel rules that will happen in 2026. And don't miss the next video in this series because it's a big one. What to pack for any travel destination in 2026. I am going to break down exactly what seasoned travelers carry so that you never overpack, underpack, or stress pack ever again. And you don't have to worry about these new 2026 rules because this carry-on bundle covers everything that we discussed here and so much more. Until then, pack smart, travel light, and stay alert. The skies favor those who are prepared. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss upcoming videos. And see you in the next video. Safe travels.